welcome back, my wonderful viewers around the globe. You can recall the last time I taught you guys about fraction numbers. I also explained vividly about fractions as one of the examples of numbers. So today I have to explain the various types of fraction. So we have mixed fraction as one of the various types of fraction. So like I told you guys that when you have mix, it means that something else is attached to it. For example, we have 2 whole number 1/3. What makes this to be a mixed fraction is, if you look clearly, just use a dotted line. If you use a dotted line, you find out that this guy has 1/3, and it also has a separate 2. This 2 is regarded as whole number. This guy is a fraction, but it is called a proper fraction. This guy is nothing but a whole number. And the last time I made you guys to understand that whole numbers are numbers without a decimal point, and they are also numbers whose denominator does not exceed 1. Alright, so in this regard, it simply means for you to have a mixed fraction, there must be whole number with addition of a proper fraction. Let me call it PF as proper fraction. So this will be Lego. This is regarded as a mixed fraction in mathematics. But in the event whereby I write something of this nature, 4 whole number, I write this all over this. This cannot be regarded as a mixed fraction. The reason is, if you remove the fractional part, you get 11/5. This 11/5 is a fraction, we all agree. But you and I know that 11/5 is an improper fraction. Reason being that this guy, which is the numerator, is bigger than the denominator. So this guy is out of it. So this is not a mixed fraction, because every mixed fraction must have a whole number with addition of a proper fraction. So this is a hell no to a reasonable example of a mixed fraction. Alright, so let me just list some of them here so that you guys will be able to understand. And you shouldn't get it twisted, because sometimes we get confused in order to, while writing good examples of what mixed fraction is all about. For instance, let me just write some of them for you. You have 2 whole number 1/2. You also have 1 whole number 3/7. We have 6 whole number 3/4. We have 7 whole number 1/6, etc. So when you check very well, you see a whole number and you also see a proper fractional part. So that's okay. So another thing to check is there any way a mixed fraction can relate to an improper fraction? So let's say this is an improper fraction. It's the same thing as 1 whole number 1/2. You begin to wonder, how manage would this be equal to this? This is perfectly equal to this, even though they occur in different forms. In this form, it is known as improper fraction. In this form, it is known as a mixed fraction. So in that regard, I would like to explain or show you the conversion, or how to get from a mixed fraction to an improper fraction.